Earth. It's the home of us and every other species that we know of. It's the place where children play, animals run, and where grass and trees grow. Overall, it's a pretty great place, or at least you would think that from far away, but a closer look reveals a deeper, darker truth.
Your host, Chris Windjam. It's in urban centers like Mumbai that we find incredible poverty in the face of extreme wealth. While the rich live in personal homes spanning 29 stories, less affluent people living in the slums are the ones who bring life to old products, giving use to the things that had lost it. This is a very important societal role, and as wealth increases worldwide, it becomes a job that less and less people are willing to do. However, something we will never run short of is people. It's hard enough to maintain enough resources to support our consumeristic lifestyles, and with such a high population growth, we're coming close to a possible Malthusian catastrophe. Food and other resources grew numerically at a steady rate. However, we have seen our recent population explosion of the last 20th century that humans, the ones that need these resources, reproduce at an exponential rate. Thomas Malthus quite accurately predicted that we would overtake the resources and there wouldn't be enough to sustain all of the population. Our world has been looking for something to support so many people for a long time, and we really aren't doing it in the right way. Above all, our population needs food. This requirement has become a problem that we must address, but it is one that will probably go unchecked. Modern industrial farming is highly unsustainable, relying mainly on fossil fuel products that cannot easily be regenerated by the earth and produce harmful effects for the atmosphere. Chemical fertilizers also contribute to the pollution of various ecosystems. The dispersal of people is also straining the system, making it hard for a large area to be fed while supplying easy surplus to a less cramped area. Spreading our population evenly across space would greatly reduce the strain we put on agricultural industry and possibly eradicate the Malthusian catastrophe waiting at our doorstep. Unfortunately, besides that, there is still the problem of commercial pollution. Pollution is not only within the realm of commercial agriculture. Most of the production of the world is done in a non-eco-friendly way. In this post-Fordist society, we do a lot of outsourcing and offshoring, searching for the cheapest labor. There are many problems with this. We are required to ship vast quantities of goods and thus put way more transportation pollution into the air and sea. Just one container ship produces the same amount of smog as 50 million cars. Not only that, but 9 out of the top 13 worst oil spills in history were caused by container ships. On top of that, the offshore production creates factories with much more pollution than ones in consuming countries. Sweatshops, particularly in Southeast Asia and China, and maquiladoras in Hispanic countries have way lower standards than factories in countries such as the USA or England. They emit much more smog with lower factory standards and less enforced pollution regulations in these cheap labor countries that we produce so much in. Finally, everything is so clear. I need to share this. It must be capitalism! People! Open your eyes! Capitalism is the problem! People just take, and they make more, and they need more, and they sell more, and they buy more, and they extract everything that we need and everything that we love! We get bad money! Do you understand this? What is wrong with society? You ungrateful peasants! You ungrateful! Wait! Let go! Where are you taking me? I need to tell the world about the world evils! No, please don't take me! No! Help! No!
We apologize for the misconduct of our reader. He is currently being punished for his wrongdoings through incarceration and will be replaced by a less radical presenter. We thank you for your cooperation.
Earth is our home. It has treated us perfectly for the past 200,000 years. In turn, we have not treated the Earth well. Overpopulation, mass pollution, overconsumption, agriculture, and capitalism.
I was right! I was right!
No,
The
Chris,
end times,
shut
you
up.
must acknowledge the end!
What did I tell you? Get back in the corner! Back! Anyway, all of these have led to push factors for us to migrate away from Earth. Every second there are 4.3 births and 1.8 deaths, causing a net population gain of 2.5 people per second. Outer space is the only option. In opposition to common thought, the world does not have a problem with a lack of resources. There is enough food just in the ocean alone, and plenty of clean resources to sustain us all for years to come. The world has a problem with distribution of its resources, due to poverty, war, greed, economic policy, transportation that relies on fossil fuels, and overconsumption. We do have a resource problem. However, the problem does not lie in the question of not enough, but rather in the ability to access these resources without causing more problems. Our unsustainable ways will grow and damage more in coming centuries, causing mass famine and wars over the not easily accessible resources. Some scientists have guessed that we will hit the Earth's carrying capacity very soon, while some others say that it is likely to be around 10 billion people. Either way, colonizing another planet could provide easier to access resources, more space, and/or a restart for mankind, allowing us to start with more sustainable processes before the problem reoccurs.
Ladies and gentlemen of the BNL Board of Directors, this is an eyes-only brief detailing the exciting new corporate initiative we're calling Operation Cleanup. By now, I'm sure we're all aware of the situation with the planet. After years of burgeoning profits coupled with a shrinking global real estate reserve, we've found ourselves in a historic position of being without a planet. But folks, we have a plan to make things better, way better. BNL Better. Our synergistic solutions team of BNL scientists, sociologists, and growth management consultants have come up with one humdinger of a plan. Cruise ships in space. A 5-year plan to whisk the population of Earth away into a glorious tour of the cosmos, while back on Earth, an army of BNL super automatons take charge of the cleanup. The Wall-E's will gather, cube, and vertically stratify waste into orderly towers. Mobile BNL incinerator units will then take over, reducing each tower to a combustion stream while harmful vapors are simultaneously pumped out of the atmosphere, getting the Earth scrubbed and polished, ready for recolonization by our tanned and well-rested citizens. The backbone of this operation, the Wall-E robot. The Wall-E's will lead us into a bold, clean future for all mankind. Operation Cleanup, providing unparalleled environmental benefits for Earth, epic benefits for humanity, and a sizable profit margin for every BNL shareholder because we're all in this together.